Why did I serve? Well, during World War II, I was a high school student, and it was just about the thing to do. Either you were going to get drafted or you went and joined the military. And a buddy of mine and myself decided when we were 18 years old on my birthday, I joined the Marine Corps. Because if I didn't join the Marine Corps, they were going to draft me, and then I didn't care to go into the Army. Oh, that's not hard to. The life that Americans have, with my experiences, is so much better than the rest of the world, including some of the better countries in Europe. We have God's given land, and to not defend it would be utterly unbelievable to think of by anybody. Victory meant to me that I wasn't going to get shot at by anybody sooner or later. And I was fortunate enough to never have to go to combat. I was in the Marine Corps, and I joined, and the war was actually, the shooting war, World War II, was over. But then the Korean War came along, and I was ready to go to active duty, and the Marines decided to reform the 3rd Marine Brigade, and I was pulled from the replacement battalions in the Korean War and stayed in San Diego as a drill instructor for the Marines. A great relief about human life. If we didn't do what we did in World War II to blow that bomb up, you could just imagine how much longer that war would have lasted and how many more Americans would have been killed. War's ugly, period. Basically, World War II, I was just a high school student, and I played B football and worked. I worked in a gas station as a gas station attendant and grease job monkey and whatever it took for normally one man would do. I was 16, 17, and then I was in the Marines. And the war ended, as you all well know, and I joined in let's see when it was September 25th, 1946. I'm sure that I saw in the newspaper or in the movie theaters the pictures that were taken on the Missouri of General MacArthur and the surrender, and we didn't have TV. It was either newspaper or the television, not the television, but the local movie station, and you went stationless to be movie theater, and before every movie, there was always the news. It took about 20 minutes of news live. A lot of it was live of what was going on. Oh, I'll have to say that when I went in, was called for the Korean War, I went and did my advanced military training at Camp Pendleton, and I was going home on weekends to see my new bride, and proceeded to make her in a motherly way coming up, and right there, last weekend, I told her that I was probably going to be leaving the following week, and then Chesty Puller came on and said that you're not going to have to go, because I just took in paper, took all the NCOs out of the replacement draft, and we're forming the new 3rd Marine Brigade, and that meant I was going to have a life still with my wife, and I brought her to Oceanside and went to school. The Marine Corps sent me to one school after another. That's all my wife said, is every time you turn around, he was in another school. And then I ended up as being a drill instructor toward the end of my year. You wanted to be part of it, period. I can remember when I was about 15 years old, I wanted to be a sailor, and I got a sailor hat. I got a pea coat, and I'd walk around with that stuff and think I was in the Navy. Just wanted to be part of it. Well, I ended up part of it, but I was very lucky that it didn't end up as part of me.